Hi there. My name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer, or the kids' room, or the garage. You know, we've been doing it. Thank you for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way, and thank you so much for your partnership in this ministry. We are looking at the 15th Sunday after Pentecost. Yeah. And we're looking at the magic words. You know, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know I like magic. You know that all I have to do is go and show you that's just some of the stuff that I play around with. But we're gonna do magic tricks today. But we're actually talking about magic words, and magic words that have to do with healing yeah, I almost said the magic words. The magic words are, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And so we're talking about relationships that have been broken, that are brought back together, and how much I'm sorry and please forgive me. How powerful those words are, because this text is all about community and about the severing of community, the breaking of community, and then the bringing back and the healing of community. So there we are. So a couple of springboards, and these are ones that I have used in the past, and even if you've used them, I mean, if you've used them 3 years ago, many of your kids, that the bubble that works through the different grades, you might have a whole new set of kids. You know, we're back. It's been a while. Anyway, ADHD. My squirrels are going all around. Or that's like more fireworks. But I digress. A couple of springboards. I'm gonna show you two magic tricks. Now, you don't even need to use a magic trick. You can talk about the power of words and the power of I'm sorry and please forgive me, and how that can feel when you've been hurt and someone asks for forgiveness, and that's the where the direction that we're going. But so the first one is using a rubber band. The idea that last week we used the idea of the rubber band, the tension, and you know what happens when we have too much tension and it's not resolved. It can break, and that's what happens when we hurt one another, when we do something wrong to our fellow brothers and sisters in Christ, or in the world, and then we come together and we say the magic words, say those life-giving words, I am sorry, please forgive me, and that broken relationship gets restored. And it's not magic, it's forgiveness and love, and that can help heal those hurts. So that's the first trick. The second, which I've used a number of times and I love it, is the string. You got two strings. That this one was one string that was actually broken. I'll take this one here, and this over here, and so the two strings, and the idea that the power, the magic words of please forgive me, I'm sorry, or I'm sorry, please forgive me, ends up restoring which was two, back into one. So those are the two tricks that have to do with restoration. About there's all kinds of things. If you've dabbled in sleight of hand in the magic world, or if you have Mark Wilson's Complete Course of Magic, which, if you are interested, is a wonderful book to get, and it's got so much stuff in there. But they've got cut and restore rope and all that image of something being cut and separated, and then being brought back together again and being held together again. So I'm going to start with the twine first, how to do that. So what you can do is you've got these you got the rope. This is not rope. It's barbecue twine. You can find it in the grocery store. Sometimes I got it at the Dollar Tree when they had a big roll of it like this, but you can get, because you don't need a lot. But cut a piece of the barbecue, the twine, and I like this twine because it's cotton, and there's numerous strings wrapped around together. That's what makes it twine. And you're going to make two. You're going to make one look like two, and you reach in, and you basically you grab a. This has 6 strings, and so you grab 2 or 3, and I'm just going to grab. Here you go. I'm going to grab 3. So you grab 3 and you stretch them apart like that, and you twist it on one side, and on the other side you twist it. And I'm twisting it. It has a natural way that it wants to go, and so you just twist it with that, and you've got, so it looks like you have 2 ends. And I'm holding it. Even if you held it like this, it's not, people really can't tell, but I hold it like this, so it looks like you have 2 strings. And under the cover of the hand, when you say, please forgive me, you stretch these out, and lo and behold, it's a miracle. Anyway, but it is a miracle when you're forgiven and you're loved, and that comes back together. So that's the first part. So it's a pretty simple one. Now this one, it's simple, but it takes practice. This takes some practice because but you can preset this up. You pull out the rope and you're holding it like that. This here, you take a rubber band, and you want it to be fairly thin. A thick rubber band will not work for this. So a thin rubber band, you can get them at the Dollar Tree, and you can actually get multiple colors, but it doesn't matter. It can be any color. So you've got the rubber band like this. I hold it in between my thumb and my finger, my index finger. Reach in here, and I'm pulling like this. So I stretch. These fingers go together. I let it slide in, so I'm pinching this, but notice the X that it forms. My middle finger is going to reach in on the side of the X that is closest to the other hand, and I pull this in. Okay, I'm pulling it in, and I'm pinching all of these together. Pinching, it's like all together like that. And as I pinch it together, so I'm going to go back here, I reach in, pinch it together. My index finger is going to slip out. So like this, reach in, and then it's the idea of teaching is that's the hardest part. There comes in, and then so this is basically holding it so that you can reposition, so you can grab the 2 ends together. So this kind of just pinches this together so it doesn't fly off. So you pinch it, and you're holding it together, and you're stretching it between, like you put in your fingers, your hands like this, because as you're stretching it, that makes 2 bands look like one, because this really, the rubber band is doubled up on itself. Reach in, reach over, and you grab and you pull. And when I pull, I'm pinching it, and that gives you that breaking sound. And it's broken. Then to restore it, you come back, you grab with these 2 fingers here, these over here, hello. You grab the end from this. So you're grabbing this end here, and you'll let everything go except what you're pinching here. Everybody thinks that you're pinching the 2 broken ends. And then you come in, you're pinching it, and then when you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, that's when there's the restoration. So again, here, when you can set it up, when you've been doing it for a while, you can set it up like right in front. And you get that here. It's a great trick, and I would recommend this. I love both of these. This one here, you actually get the break. And in that, when you do that, I would say if you practice this a couple, it could take a couple hours, but and it's definitely not a Saturday night before you do this thing, but it's great. So you can use those 2, or you can talk about And in that, all of this, you're talking about saying I'm sorry and being forgiven and forgiving another person and how that feels. And then these give you that object to talk about it. All right, I'm hoping I've gone on way too long, but I'm hoping that makes sense. If you need help, reach out to me. We can talk about it. I'll even FaceTime you if you want. We can talk about that. But so hoping this can help you with your own children's sermon. And thank you so much for being here. You are rocking it. And man, thank you for the love that you're sharing your kids and your families and your congregations. They are lucky to have you. Yes. Peace. We'll talk to you later.